All right, today we're diving into a really powerful way of looking at our own emotional world. It's a path that isn't about getting rid of our feelings, but about finding a kind of freedom right there in the middle of all of them. So let's start with a really simple question.
You know that feeling, right? That sensation deep in the center of your chest. It's not like you're sick or something, but it feels so real. It's like this emotional pressure. I mean, you can't put this feeling on a scale, but there is absolutely no denying that it's there. It's a heaviness in what we could call the heart-mind, and it's a burden that can make even the best of days feel off.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting, kind of paradoxical. The mind isn't a physical thing. It has no shape, no form. So how in the world can something that's not physical create a very real sensation of weight? It just doesn't seem to make sense.
Well, the answer, according to the teachings we're exploring today, is accumulation. Just picture a closet that you never clean out. Every time an emotion comes up, anger, sadness, whatever, and you don't really see it or acknowledge it, it doesn't just disappear. Nope, it gets packed away inside. And this really shows you the whole cycle. So an emotion just pops up, but we're busy, or we're distracted, or maybe we just flat out don't want to deal with it, so it goes unseen. And then it gets stored away, deep inside the heart-mind. And with every new emotion that gets packed in there, that heavy feeling, it just gets heavier.
You know, this isn't some new age idea. In fact, there's a specific term for this exact thing from the original teachings of the Lord Buddha. It's called asava, and it refers directly to this buildup, this residue of old, unprocessed feelings that just hangs around inside of us, creating that pressure. Okay, so let's say an uncomfortable feeling, like anxiety or irritation, just shows up out of nowhere. What's the first thing that most of us do? What's our default reaction? We declare war on it. We immediately think, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this. And we try to just shove it down, ignore it, or just power through it, hoping it'll go away. It feels like the right thing to do. But as we're about to see, it's a strategy that completely backfires.
And this is absolutely crucial. That desire to get rid of the feeling, it has its own name too, samudaya. So the original feeling is one problem, but that desperate wish for it to just disappear, well, that creates a whole new layer of suffering right on top of the first one. It's a complete trap. And this just lays out the two options perfectly. It's night and day. On one side, when you fight a feeling, you create new suffering, the original feeling gets stored anyway as an asava, and that heavy feeling sticks around. But on the other side, if you can just see it, well, the feeling is allowed to pass. It gets released, not stored, and the mind actually gets lighter.
That all sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? I mean, what does it really mean to see an emotion, especially a really strong one, without either getting totally swept away by it or trying to crush it? Well, the method is almost shockingly simple. It's just a gentle, direct acknowledgement. You just turn your attention inward and you state the facts of the situation, almost like a neutral scientist. This is anger. The mind is experiencing anger. Anger is affecting the mind. You're not judging it. You're not even saying it's my anger. You're just noting that it's there.
See, by doing this, you're not pushing it away, but you're also not getting all tangled up in its story. You're just giving it some space. And in that space, the emotion does what all feelings naturally do. They arise, they hang out for a little bit, and then they pass away, all on their own. They get released. Now, this goes against everything we're taught about having self-control. It feels kind of passive, doesn't it? So why on earth is this gentle observation so much more effective than trying to manage everything? Well, the reason gets to the very nature of how our minds work. And this is the key insight. So many of our feelings are beyond intention. I mean, think about it. Did you decide to feel a flash of irritation this morning? Did you schedule in a moment of sadness for 3 p.m.? Of course not. These feelings they just appear. They arise all on their own, completely beyond our control. So if we can't control when they show up, then trying to control them once they're already here is a total waste of energy. It's like trying to tell the clouds not to rain. Our real job, our only skillful job, changes from one of control to one of simple, clear-eyed awareness.
So here's what that looks like in practice. The feeling just appears, beyond your intention. Then, you just acknowledge it without judgment. Ah, okay, this is frustration. Now, step 3 is the absolute game changer. You guard your intention. You see the anger, but you intentionally choose not to lash out. You feel the sadness, but you don't start spinning a big story of despair around it. And then, once it's been seen, the feeling just naturally fades away.
And,
Here's the really beautiful part. Every time you practice this in the present moment, you're not just dealing with today's feelings. You're actually creating the right conditions for all that old, stored-up weight, that asava, to finally start to loosen its grip and just dissolve.
I absolutely love this metaphor. Your inner world literally transforms. It stops being this cluttered, heavy storage unit full of past hurts and becomes more like an open, airy room where things can come and go freely without leaving a mess behind.
This practice is a direct path from that deep inner weight to a whole new experience of lightness.
It's the journey from a mind that feels so cluttered and noisy to a state of real clarity and peace.
And ultimately, it's about moving from feeling completely trapped by your own emotions to finding this incredible sense of inner freedom.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. The next time a difficult feeling comes up, instead of going to war with it, what would happen if you just greeted it? What heaviness could you finally let go of simply by having the courage to see it as it truly is?